forgot the ads again. Sorry. I hope you're good. If you have like, if you're a sub, I hope you're good. I hope you can see me. I don't know at this point. But yeah, welcome on in. It is officially Tuesday, right? That's the thing. Officially Tuesday. And yeah, I'm trying to change the ad schedule a bit so that we don't have as much, but we still have as much, you know. Kane, hi, welcome on in. I'm thinking, maybe we could do like a 1 minute ad break every 15 minutes, or this is the day of Blender. I don't know, maybe it depends. If I can, if I cannot, then it's not the day of Blender again. But yeah, that's, I don't know. And it's set up, everything is fine. I just don't know if it's an option. I think if I do 1 minute and 30 seconds of ads, you had a Figma question yesterday and I didn't answer it, I think. So yeah, please ask your Figma question. If I do right, we have 1, 2, 3 overall. So that means we have a bit more. Shit. Yeah. It is indeed. I didn't know if you asked it or not asked it. I remember you said you have a question for me, and then that disappeared. So, yeah. Start delay of 1 minute. We have this going. I think. Okay, so I changed the ad schedule to get. I mean, Kane, you don't give a shit about that because you don't see ads, but for the people who are here and who have ads, which I'm sorry about, I changed the schedule to have less per ad break, less time. But it's a bit more frequent, not exactly, it's weird, okay? So we were at, every 28 minutes we got 2.5 minutes of ads. That was the plan. And now, every 25 minutes, so 3 minutes less, we get 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I reduced the slot from 2:30 to 1:30, so 1 less minute, meaning that you should probably get 3 to 4 ads maximum, I guess, not the usual 7. And because it's every 25 minutes, I still am in the ratio per hour. That should be fine. I hope that helps for less ads. I know that took me more than the ad break to get the thing running. But anyways, yeah, Kane, how was your day? We have things. I've been doing shit on Blender today a bit. Let me show you. Not that matters in any way, shape, or form, but we did. I mean, I shared this one yesterday. I mean, I should probably just use the GIF. That way, it's just rotating. So I get this, which has like a bit of a glitch in the middle. I don't know why, but this is cool, right? We saw that yesterday, and then this morning I did this one, which is a cool looking flexy thing. I don't know. I feel like it's clean. It's less. I would say it's less readable, right? You get a bit of a harder time to read the entire word, but then because it's white at the end, I think that's okay. But I really like the flexibility and the texture of it. The video itself is very grainy, which I do like, but it's an interesting behavior. And so right now I have the setup to potentially do something different, which is what I wanted to do today, and I mean what I wanted to do for the past week. But yeah, Kane, send me my question thingy. We'll see what we can do about said question. What is the question about? Unless you are currently typing, in which case I let you type, and then we'll see. We'll see. I'm guessing I can share the things on stream. I hope, otherwise difficult. But yeah. Also, things that I didn't share yesterday because it too many questions. I appreciate the questions, right? I'm not saying anything, but this weekend, because we didn't talk about that, I walked about 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday. So, like, I think I walked like 3-something hours on Saturday morning, 1 hour in the afternoon, and then 1 hour on Sunday, for a total of 5 hours. And so I have like blisters on my feet, and it's annoying, it's painful. That's the thing that I wanted to share yesterday, but I couldn't. So, Kane is trying to recreate this in Figma, and as they said, the inner glow has a gradient to it. So right there, right, it's red. Right here it is blue purple-ish type of thing, and at the bottom it is yellow. And this wouldn't be an inner shadow, I guess. I would create this with gradients inside of the card. So if we go in Figma, which I said not today, but fine. If we have something similar, right? Let's just quickly duplicate this. So we have basically that as the background. It is a linear thing. It goes to that value mainly because it has the gradient in it, but that's fine. And then that has like a stroke outside, which also have a linear gradient. Said linear gradient is going from this blue-green thingy at the top to this bright ass thing at the bottom. It is going to be wider, and in the center we have a point right here, and that specific point is more red. Let's brighten these, and then because I know that the eyedropper is not exactly as vibrant as it looks, sometimes you just bump the vibrancy of the colors. That helps. You can see that here we have a bit of a weird transition, and so I can potentially just create something that is a bit more accurate for the transition, with a bit more light inside of it, to potentially get something more accurate, or something more purple, I don't know, whichever. Anyways, from here you have multiple options. You can decide that you need to have these things as, can I say that, as shadows, and that would be an option, right? I think we will have a top shadow and a bottom shadow, but then the center thing should be a bit different. But you can also have inside of it some other things, like either an angular gradient or diamond gradient. So your diamond gradient right here, for example, could be in that format. Right. Let me put that at 100% so that we are pure black. We can see these. So what do we have? We have this that should be full, and this that should be not full. That's an option. And so that way, with that gradient thingy, we can define that our section that is at the bottom is this, and then the inner section is like a lighter version, whichever, right, to have the transition. And then you can just place it differently to not have the top. That's an option, right? You can easily do that. The idea with the diamond gradient is you can easily get like a square shape type of thing if you get the diamond well enough placed. You also have the radial if you just want to get regular thing, right? Regular bottom highlights. And the more diffuse you are, the better, but that's a bit more complicated for the thing that you are trying to achieve. But that would basically be the way, because otherwise you can't really do that. And then for the side section, I would just create like a red-ish thing. So taking like these colors right there, brighten up radial, and then you just place it basically here, flat. Sassy, hi, welcome on in, how are you? So that would be basically how I would go about creating something similar. However, as you can see, it's not very good, and it will be difficult for you to create something like this in Figma, sadly. I mean, like this, when I'm saying like this, it's not exactly identical. Right, but you get these things. to get the highlight on the sides and the glowy thing. It's a bit annoying because you just need to stack up all the options. So this one, for example, is a purple thing that goes linear, and it's going to here with the purple thing here, and then maybe there's a bit more bluish type thingy, brighter, I don't know, maybe transparent to blend in. Maybe this is not enough. Like a radial makes more sense to me for some reason. But right, you see how fucking annoying it is. You need to do all of these and make sure that you have the right angle, the right placement, all the things, all the time, always. Right, but you get that thing. Score, hi, we'll call it. How are you? How was the day? Right, more vibrant things would be better, I think. How are you, Skull? How was everything? It's been a while since I've seen you here. Right, Kane, does that, I mean, it's not that good. So that would be option number one, I would say, with inner shadows and inner fill to get something similar. The second option is, wait for it, to use a frame as a mask, because right here you can more easily get that as a frame and get just the base, get rid of all of the filters that you have, make that frame clip, and then from here you can create like a rectangle thingy that will be your highlight at the bottom, potentially has like a bit of radius thing, and then have an effect that would be a layer blur, probably around 200 or something, and then you can pick like a very bright thing. Maybe 200 is too much, so let's do 140. And right, you can get these highlights more easily than you would have otherwise, right? So let's say you get like a purple thing here, maybe you have a secondary that is right there, that is smaller, this one is more blue, so that you get your highlight here, that thing gets like less blur overall, maybe wider, maybe top, right, to get more of a floaty thing, and then right there you can get your red raspberry highlight, less thing, same on the other side, right? And so right here I think my background is not dark enough, or that my bottom thing is too bright, so I can just lower it down and potentially just lower the blur a tad, right? So this is a more diffuse. I'm staying far away from the thing because I know that if I zoom in it's a bit more weird, but I feel like this would be like a better option overall.
Ocean Moon _17 is now following.
Ocean Moon, hi, welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? Thanks a lot for following, appreciate it. Right, so these things, pretty easy overall. You can get some brighter things Right, that will help. What did you do on this one? Oh, that's an option as well. That's not a bad option, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it. Right. Like you can just get your... You get rid of the inside, you potentially just make that bigger, and then that's what you did, right? You just did this. That's an okay option, right? You make that center rather than inside, or you make that outside rather than center, whichever, and then you get your highlight. The thing that I would say is you place it in lighten or in overlay or in whichever screen thing option. I never fucking know how to do that, but that brings you more brighter colors, right? So that's better in my views. You can do that very easy. Very easy, very simple, right? Maybe that's too much, I don't know. Then if you have this, a bright, let's make that 16. Let's take the opacity to a lower tier, like 40. And then this one, smaller. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Yes, I am. That's what happened. I was changing the things, but because they are rotated and I forgot about the rotation, then I wasn't like making it smaller. I was making them less tall, which was fucking up everything. This and then that, more blue we said, and potentially you can change the opacity as well. That gives you something that is more closer to the original, right? So does that make more sense? Okay, is that better overall as an option? Let's put that next to it here. I mean, it's not exactly a question, it is better. It's better than the first one that I did, 100%. So I would do that. Using a frame as a mask is not exactly the best thing you can do, but because your frame is a card, it's easier to manage. And then this, if you wanted to get the same effect, right, you can just skew that with the Magnificent Skew plugin, and right, you get basically the same angle, and so that way you can check if it's similar, not similar enough. Maybe the raspberry thing on the center needs to be brighter, maybe the background needs to be darker rather than everything. You just need that. Works as well. So do you like it? Does that answer your question? I think yes. Would make sense. Good. So keep it around here, but blender type. Not something that we do often. So we have this logo thingy that we were working on. Yes, please. And the thing that I wanted to do is this version, right? The option where the logo has that thing in the center. I don't know if I will be able to do something very similar. The reason being, mainly being because, well, it's Blender and I'm not as efficient as I would be in Figma, so let's try things out right now, right? So this is origin to geometry, usual shit. What we need to have is these two things to be modified in a way, and to take, or to be tops, I think that's the thing that we want to have. So let's add a torus and let's see if we can. So we need 30 something degrees on the, first of all we need 90 degrees on this one, that's for sure, and then we need 50 something, right, minus 51 degrees or something. Minus 51 degrees, I think. Shit. No! No! Damn it, made a mistake. I clicked outside. So we said 90 here, minus 51 here, and then Z should stay at 0 because we just need it at 0. Then that needs to be basically here, and that needs to be basically here. So the reason I'm trying to get the middle point to be equidistant from both. So it's not exactly the case right now. I think here is a better spot overall. But then the minus 51 degree might not be exactly true. That seems better. And major radius. Right, these things. Segment, and more segment to make it better suited to what we want to have. Here something doesn't work. Have a good look, Sassy. Right, so there is something that's don't really match. So getting it in X-ray will help 100%. Seems like an okay option. We may need to bump the z-axis later, but right, that seems like an okay option. So let's do a minus 0.8 here, making sure that we have everything in good values. So 0.55, I guess, seems like a better option. And we'll do 0.8. It's too much, so it's 0.75. Yes. No. Shit. Well, my bad. I have made a mistake again. But it's fine. We can deal with it. Plug that higher to get the middle points closer to here, and then from there we can get rid of half the points. Right here. Nope. Shit. So I need to keep the center section right here. Get something flat. And now we can place that thing aligned with the horizon level kind of thing right here. And so what that means is in this one we could get shit. That out. And well, and then on this one, same thing, but for here. That makes absolute sense because I don't have X-ray enable. I'll select everything at once. All right. So now, this one right here needs a face, and this one right here need a face as well. I don't know how easily I would be able to do that. To get a bit of a radius, it will have like issues right here, and I don't know how it will look outside. Yeah, right. You get a lip type of thing, which I don't think it's a good idea. So rather than getting these, just shade smooth this, and then potentially get it to have a bevel modifier that will probably just get the thing rounded, but not too rounded. I think that's okay. The O at the bottom doesn't match exactly where we wanted it to be, so we just make it bigger. Stony, hi. How are you? How was your day? What happened? What did you do? Did you do something? Exhausting? Interesting. Did you sleep? So what do we have here is this. Can we create a new thing that takes my green and then put the emission with the same color? That way, the goal for this is to get the R with the transparency to like bleed through, but also to emit light through the other letters to get like a bit of a reflection. So in order to see that, I will need to put my world in a lower tier color or darker thing. Maybe not pure black, but pure black is pretty cool. What did they decide to implement that you think is not good? Off to see or to know. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Sorry. Where's the denoising? Shit. That's an interesting thing. Overall, I like that. I like that design. I really think that this could benefit from a bit of an emission of color. So maybe like a bit of a bluish tint thing to make it visible. And then the thing that I wanted to have is the transmission roughness, because as you can see, the R right here is very sharp in the visual through. So if I bump the transmission roughness to like 0.2 or 0.4, it has like a bit of a frosted glass type of thing, while still retaining the highlights when it's needed. So that's an interesting overall thing, which I really enjoy. And doesn't mean it's good, I just enjoy it. But something doesn't go through properly, and I think the issue is mainly due to the fact that my lights are very much far away, and also my points, all that is not placed based on my camera, right? Place it centered-ish right here. Get that overall shape, which I think is cool. So going from the top, we have better highlights. This can go down in the emission potentially. I also like to have it like extremely transparent, to be honest. Indeed, brutal. Hi. Well, Colin, how are you? How was your day? How have you been? All the questions. I think my lights needs more power, but they are already very powerful, so maybe the roughness on top needs to be bumped a bit. Perfect entry alert, indeed. The 0.2 to like diffuse the light a bit, but also it makes it less shiny, so that's not good. If you're alive today, that's good. I mean, that's better, at least. So we enjoy that. Let's see, word, color. That though. Yeah, I love that. I love that effect right here, but it's not that good. Stony, thanks a lot for the bits again. Appreciate it. So let's bump that to a bluish section potentially. Make it visible, I would say. Not visible, subtly visible. I know that glass is and mirrors are basically green. So if we were to do something with a green base in the color, that might be a good idea as well. I really like that effect, to be honest. Really like the effect. Let's give our letters a bit more highlights potentially. Twice as much light might help as well. Let's place our camera where we need it to be. So location 0, rotation 0, Z14 is usually my point. Right, that gave me... What happened? Thing broke. It's not. It is... Sorry, what is that? How did you... How did you break yourself, camera? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm a dumbass. I changed the wrong thing. Yep, that's me. That was me. So the thing that is interesting right now is the fact that this fucking thing is absolutely not centered to the camera. So we can visually center it like here, I guess. Would help. So what I'm looking at is this potential animation, right? Getting something that goes.
Brutal Martyr just resubscribed for 9 months.
Subparte. Welcome back. Thanks a lot for the resub. I appreciate it. Can I do that without said camera? I don't think I can. But yeah, enjoy the emotes, Brutal. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like this is centered-ish now. Yeah. A lot of emotes, indeed. There is a hype train coming, so please do not gift bits or subs or whatever. No hype training here. Not needed. Not needed. I like that look. I like the look of it. The K's and W are very pointy, so we may be needing to tweak that a tad. But yeah.
Brutal Martyr gifted Tads Jazz a subscription. Brutal Martyr gifted a tier 1 sub to Tads Jazz. They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
Train. Still no hype train because it needs a third person. Appreciate it though, thanks a lot. Gifting a sub to your brother. Appreciate it. And I hope he appreciated it as well. Shit. shit. Melly.
Felicitos raided my stream with 9 viewers.
Again? 2 days in a row? Why? Strange Motion, hi, welcome on in. How are you today? And Melly, thanks a lot for the raid. Appreciate it. How was today? Are you running to the gym today? I am indeed doing some 3D stuff. Not well, but I am. But yeah, for anyone from the raid, from Mel, I'm AOA, I'm the helping designer. Today we are doing a bit of 3D stuff. Doesn't mean it's good, but 3D stuff. And yeah, if you have any design question, feel free to ask. And welcome on in. For anyone who doesn't know, Mel is doing 3D most of the time, and I'm cringing in her chat every time because I know faster way to do things. It doesn't mean it's the better way, but it's just faster. So yeah, you know, this thing. Anyways, we're doing these today, and I'm trying to find a way to round my letters a bit. Not too much, but a bit. I think I made a mistake by taking the W inlay thingy, so let me just select that fucking thing. Do that, yeah, that's better. So I kind of want to have the K, the bottom of the K, similarly to the bottom of the R with the curve, something close. So I think around here seems okay. And then let's do the same thing on these ones, which, right, that means this. I can't do that, that's interesting. That's it, basically. We may do the F as well, just in case. Just in case. The L already has its thing, so we should be good. So let's try to get something similar. We already have the same amount of segments, and from what we know, we need something around here. Or around here. But yeah, what did you do today, Melly? What furnitures was the creation of today? I wish I had the knowledge of shortcuts in Blender. That's still something that I don't or haven't mastered. Okay. Not too happy with it, that's not great. I like the R section, the R and the torus, half torus thing, I like that. However, I still feel like the torus itself needs to have be elevated a tad bit, because right now it's not, I mean, it is good, but I feel like it would benefit from being here and having the flat portion raised a bit. So let's do that. Sorry. Let's do that here. I should bring it basically there. So by doing that flat, that means that I can easily have my this thing inside of the mesh rather than something else, giving me more control around how that look. And this is weird, but it should be better. And that seems good. here. Millie, I know that we talk about it often on your side, on your streams, where you ask me how the fuck do I do glass, and just as a quick reminder of how to fucking do glass, it is extremely simple. You get your things right here, right? Let's just extrude it a bit. So right now it's just a fucking shape, no material whatsoever. You go into the texture material property, you click new, you define the base color as fully white, so the brightest white that you have. You can give it like a tint of green or blue if you want to have like a bit of a colored glass. Sometimes it helps, so let's tint it a bit with a very, very light blue, purple. It's a subtle thing. And then you take your roughness, Tessa, hi, you put it at 0.1, that's it, and you take the transmission and you put it at 1, and you get glass. That's glass. That is a transparent piece of glass. It is very simple, and if I am placing it here, you get your glass effect type of thing, right? So that's it. Sorry, Brutal, did you tag Tads and I didn't see them in the chat? Or did you tag Tads by trying to tag Tessa? So, anyways, this is the thing. Maybe sneaking, okay, good. This is the base thing for glass, and then if you want to have the blur effect that I like to have, it's the transmission roughness that's just under that, and you just put it at 0.2, and you can see that underneath it is more blurred, and then that's it. You can define that this is needing to be like slimmer, and by doing that you get like a slimmer overall glass panel. It's a very like creating glass is extremely simple. However, you need to be in cycle. If you are not in cycle, EV glass is just not existent. So don't EV glass. just cycle glass. Much better to get these effects at least. And yeah, that's it. The only thing that you need to change is the transmission to 100% and the roughness to 0 or to 1. That's it. But it's like extremely simple. Oh, well, that is nice. That is interesting. You did indeed have like a bit of a transmission thing going through. I like that. I don't like that. That's clean. I like that. Good job. Again. Laptop will cry? I don't know. I mean, mine is okay right now. But also, mine is different. But yeah. So that's one of the things that I wanted to have in the IDs that I have for that logo, and for the fun part of it is to replace the Taurus with a Slinky. And if you don't know what a Slinky is, these are Slinkies. And when they sit in their regular position, they are just half Taurus with a spiral. And I kind of want to have the multicolored slinky thing going through. However, to get that effect and that render clean through, that will be a mess. So right now, I don't know. We will see. One of the things that I wanted to do, however, is to rotate that thing in a circular motion. That makes sense, it's a circular motion around its axis properly, which I don't think I can do because it's now rotated by 51 degrees. Right, rotation in the... Oh no, oh, I can do that. My bad. I said nothing. Forget about it. Denny, hi. We finally made it to Blender. Yes, I'm forcing Blender today, but yeah, I have my nose as itchy right now. So we want to have the animation starting at 0 as always, making sure that the keyframe on the rotation is done, and I want it to go through whatever 60 frame with a 360 degree rotation. And I think I made a mistake with that thing. Let's put that at 60. Nah. How much? 80? Right, these type of things. So as a starter, I kind of want to have this. The thing that is interesting is, or would be, around here, the render, right? Because this is emitting light a bit, will be greener overall than the rest of the thing right here, and then we have that highlight with the light section right there. Right, so this is an interesting thing overall. So we like these. We save because, right, can you make the upper circle start to move and sort of pull the... No, I can't. Not here, not with that. It was one of my ID in the first place, but I can't, if I understand it, right, you want the torus to grow a bit and then the other one is following, right? So it's flat right now. You would say like the bottom one is starting and then the rest is following, right? That's the thing. Yeah, I can't do that right now. I tried and it didn't work on another thing, but I think I can fix it. But for this one, not exactly an option. But I want to achieve something like this, yes. And for the one that I talked about earlier, right, for the slinky one, I think what you are talking about would be very good overall, because I could like move the slinky from one side to another, and it should go through. Yeah, I could do that, but Not right now. Right now we just have a rotating thing as a loader option. So I would say that's good so far. And if we wanted to have something similar, so let's call that Slinky. Also, Blender has some issues. The mouse is flickering if it's over some UI. We still haven't found a fix. I mean, Julie has found a fix. It didn't work for me. So I don't know if it's like an update that I need to do or something else. The update for her was to disable promotion and then re-enable in promotion, which is not the case on a captured display. So I don't know why that happens. Anyways, the way that I can potentially create the Slinky thing, and that's where I will. You got sick? What do you mean? I will probably need some help with people who know how to play with anal probes. No, not this one. Spirals. Spiraling things, because we can have right in the curve spiral thingy. What do you mean? What are you laughing at? Right? Nothing happened. Right, I need these. But I need the ability to create the Slinky effect. Thank you for the bits. It's got a cold, yeah. I don't think the song works anymore. I think I disabled it because it was just triggered automatically for no reason. But yeah, that's sorry. It doesn't exist. I mean, it was just staying at the top right corner of the stream because, I don't know, the voice detection was detecting something that I said without really being there. It was weird. It was weird. Where, what, this, no, this, no, this, no. Where's the thing? Interesting Slinky, right? It's not exactly good. I think I should have thought about it better. Yes, I have 3 shirts today. Doesn't mean they will stay. No. Where the oh, it's in here. Yeah, it's in the geometry and in the. It's not the offset. It's the depth. Sorry, it's the depth. Indeed. It's a 0.02. 0.015. I wish we could just not see things. But yeah, I don't know how I could spring it. That's the thing. I don't know how I could make it juggle from one side to the other yet. So I will need help on that at some point. from what I know, you can't just animate the thing, as far as I know, with this. No. I can turn. That's interesting. That's a start. But I wouldn't be able to... If I do like a 0.5, I'm guessing it's half the slinky, so that's exactly what we need. Can I click outside? I might... Oh, that's why I can't. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. Let me... Or allow me to just move you here. Okay, so I can do this. That's for sure. I should be able to find a way to get the base of the slinky to be placed in there. It's the same thing as I did earlier, and then have the thing rotated around it. So let's try that. Let's try that. Let's add a curve, which is a curly curve. No, a torus-based thing with the location is good. It needs to have rotation on the... Yes, it needs 90 degrees. Here we said somehow minus something around here, minus 54 turns out. And then inner radius, not good enough. What the fuck? I just hide these and now you bring them back when I move that? Why? Just stay away. It seems pretty good. It seems pretty good. It also seems like I need this to be higher, and I think that should be enough. Make less turn. I think as a start I want like a 120 amount with potentially more steps to make something that is very smooth. So let's do like 48 steps. That's a lot. That is a lot. A lot. And then here you want to go into the geometry depth thingy with a 0.2, I guess, on this one, 0.15. And the start factor at 0.5. I said 0.5. 0.015. My bad. And the end at 0. That way it's reversed. Let's hide the torus and go here. Yay! That took me a bit. To get. So what's the texture of this thing? Can I use that material? That's interesting. That's a start. I'm not saying that it's the right thing, specifically because it has this overall overlapping thing. It's like not exactly how sorry. You can still move things out, so that's interesting overall. And so I feel like if I moved this, right, that could be interesting. You start at 0 and have the thing grow, go to 5, and then on 5 have the end go there. Potentially we stop like at 0.49. Have a good study time. Have a good study time. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I think that could be interesting. So let's do that. So let's do like a 0.014 here, and then after 60 frame potentially. So 60 frame would be. Let's do 50 frame about 2 seconds. You go back to 0.5, 0.5, sorry, right here, and then here you add 0, and then from there to 100 you go to 0.49, right, going to the other side. And then if that's done and we reverse it, that means we have 200 frames. I think that it's too much, but we never know. 50 right here. Right. As expected, it is way too slow, and it doesn't have, because I'm using like how is it called? Non-Bezier interpolation. It's not really slinky-ish, and it's way too long. So let's half the time with like 25 frame per interpolation. That way we should be good, or we should be at least faster. So I can get that to 100 frames. It's not exactly good. I can't say it's good, but it's interesting. That's at least it is interesting. And what I like about this thing is I can potentially just say I need like a worm thing, or I need like a very thin thing, easily changing like the depth and other things of that overall slinky. That's interesting. Maybe this one needs to have like the world in black. Get the highlights of the green, rather. Yeah, that's true. If the world is black and the lights that we created don't move, it will always have the W and the W being extremely lit. So I don't really know if I like the ID. However, I know that I like this view. This view. These two options. I feel like this is interesting. Even though it doesn't stay for a long time, I feel like the animation itself is pretty interesting, giving us like a bit of a cool thing. It chugs. The Mac is like crying, I'm guessing, because of all the things. You can see the cursor just flashing through, the animation not being able to like sustain itself for some reason. It's just fucking annoying. So, yeah. What do you think of it? Is it good? Is it okay? Is it an interesting animation? Is it trash? Might be trash. I don't know. At this point, I have no clue. I have no clue. Can add texture to it, so that's interesting. Can potentially change the geometry if I wanted to, but I don't think that I was about to say, I'm thinking that's interesting, but it's pretty cool. To make it look like a spring. You can make it flat-ish. Interesting. Anyways. Dead. Thanks a lot for the look. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day as well. And the custom properties, I don't know what that is, so let's not talk about that. I like this ID. Overall I like the ID. I just don't like the execution because I can't do a better execution in this at that instant. My knowledge is limited, so can't do that. Can't do that. It looks cool. Looks cool. Maybe, thinking about it, maybe we don't have glass because right now the glass is not exactly as useful. So we can go back to 0.5 in roughness and a 0 in transmission, 0 in transmission roughness as well, giving us like a more of a clay-ish render, in which case we can easily dumb it down in terms of brightness to get something a bit more clay-like. Roughness at 0.7, then more diffusion of the lights on top of it. It also seems like the brightness of some of my lights may be a tad bit right, so we are at 2000. Let's put them at 1000 just for checking out. I wish we could change everything at once, but I haven't found a way. Even if you select all the lights at once, it's just on. Yes, we have a more clay-like thing, as I said, like this is emitting a bit of green. So we can highlight some of the effects, or some of the clay letters that we have, to impact them. Maybe at like 100% brightness, it will be way too bright, as a very much biohazard type of thing, but I don't know, it's interesting. Still make that lower though. Then our clay is currently green. Maybe we'll make it like a bit of a bluish purple to contrast with the green and make it look more white. Right, so that means that the highlight here is way more on the W and the R in the midpoint, and way more in nowhere, to be honest, in the W and a bit of the L in the beginning. I might have lost everything. Might be that time when I didn't save. And Blender is telling me to fuck off. I like the effect though. I like that noise texture with all the colors. It's pretty clean. If I could, I'd take a screenshot and use that in Figma somewhere. Yeah, that's neat. That as a tile. But if I do this, you have a bit of a repetition though, so you can see things, patterns. That's cool. Please, Blender, do not die. Save your things. Let's hope, cross our fingers for that. Oh, we also have the torus, it's still there. I can get rid of that. In the meantime, sorry, not the thing. Tony? Is this a me thing or is this a you thing? I think it's a me thing. Yeah, it's a me thing. Okay, fine. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. I thought you had a gradient in the selection just behind my camera, right here. I thought that the section that was closer to the main content was lighter with a bit of a gradient, which I think it could be interesting. Could be interesting. Also, you gave me nothing. I guess the server is not up yet. Or at least not up for me. Okay. Do we crash Blender just to potentially retrieve something? Or do we let it crash itself? Oh, I crashed it. Ah, shit. Where is it? 52. Maybe. What do we have? Do we have the thing? Do we have the... We have most things, so that's good. Let's save this where it should be. That way it's good. We have it. And we are pretty okay with it. Okay, I like that. I like the ID. I like the... Still wish I could... shit happens. It's fine. No worry about it. Yeah, that doesn't help. There's a 0.5 thing, right? That's the thing is, I want the animation that they don't want me. Right here, okay, fine. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. It's fine though. Makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. This timeline in Blender has always been a bit hard. The animation is not great. The animation is not great. I kind of want to have... Yes. I kind of want to have the first one to be... We have bounce. I say not so good. I say okay. Let's see, can I elastic this? Just to check. Can I elastic both? Yes, I can, but it's trash. Ah, dumbass me. Okay. I mean, that works, right? Brutal. I think you agree. It works. It's okay. But it's still something that doesn't work. I'm guessing the thing that don't really work for me is the fact that the O's now are definitely slimmer. Well, it's bright green. Cat, hi. Yeah, I guess yes. How was your stream? Are you still streaming? Did you not stream? Did you not stream? Did you not end stream? Did you end stream? So I guess the save was very electric. It doesn't emit light. Let's not break Blender again. I do like this though. I do like this. Could I break the entire thing and make it like glass? I just love glass. Let's make it bright and shiny at a 0.1. Transmission at 1. And that was the worst ID. Yeah, no, that's not a good ID. Mainly because of the overlapping things. Oh, nice! Which one? Because the lemon did apply to 15 things. I also don't understand medical school, but yeah. It looks like a slinky, yes, and it's more shiny, so we have like a bit more plasticky feel out of it. It's just check 20 passes render type of thing. I forgot to get rid of the underneath torus, so that's a bit more plasticky. I said that earlier and I forgot. So that's interesting. I'm guessing the render needs to be longer for these. So let's do a 40 pass on this, and then let's make. Oh, we can't do that. That's true. Let's make sure that our transmission doesn't exist, but the passes is at 20, and the glossy is at 8. The diffusion might be better at 8 as well. Maybe. It's fine. Let's see. Oh, nice. That is good news, Cat. That is great news. Even better than good. I am blown away by the Mac silicon options. Yeah, that's pretty neat as a frame in between, right? And then let me just be in that section and render this one just to see how 9 seconds to render things is fucking amazing. I have to say that. We used to not be able to do that not so long ago. So I really like it. Can I shade smooth? Does that exist? Is that not already the case? Can I add a subdivision modifier on that just to make the thing absolutely crash? That will be longer, indeed. It's smoother. I mean, you have 3 A streams open. Who rated me? Nishit, hi. Welcome on in. How are you? How was your day? I like that as a concept. Still, something doesn't work. I know that Melly rated me. But Cat rated Lemon. Not me. So you should have a Lemon stream, at least. I don't know. Doesn't that look cool? Isn't that clean? I don't know. Like it. Let's save that. Let's I have a feeling that these need a bit of a modifier. However, if I apply it, we get a lot of issues. We get a lot of breaking. I don't like that idea. It's probably just because my geometry in the beginning is trash compared to these things, so that makes sense. And I'm thinking maybe this one could be flat, but also I don't know how to do that. As in, the extrude thingy seemed to be how to do so. But also it's weird. But that's flatter, but it's also not good. Because it's better than... Here is good, but it has like a rotation in the middle, which is not what I want to have. But on the edges, it looks more like a slinky. So I kind of like the idea of that shape being something, specifically because of that being flat. That makes it a tad better. So let's do an 0.15 to make it flatter. Something doesn't make sense. But that looks better to me. As a slinky thing, that looks more like a slinky because it's flat. I create these ridges, which I feel like is more of a slinky thing, feeling type. That makes sense. Yeah, that feels better. I feel like with this being like it is right now, it could be really interesting to get the transparency back in the renders, just to, we don't need the transparent glass, but that way we have like a transparent-ish thing potentially to be placed on top of other elements. The benefit of this, specifically for renders, is that it doesn't render all the transparent pixels, so it is a tad bit faster than if you had everything filled. However, you may encounter some issues here and there, so it has benefits, but it also has issues. It's a thing, I like it. I like the idea of a transparent thing. You see this, this thing right here, it is not exactly smooth, and I would love to have it smooth, but I can't add points easily to that section, so I don't know how I can just go in The issue is mainly because of the radius. I'm sorry, what? Yes, I could. I think I could. I think I just didn't have enough points when I did the extrusion, not extrusion, but the bevel on the corners. And rather than using the bevel modifier, I decided to go with modifier by hand, which is not good. So let's flat these. You know what, let's get rid of the bevel altogether. But we have a thing that is extremely sharp and extremely flat. And see if, for some reason, if I do like a subdivision surface, what does it do? It breaks everything. That is good to know. That's not what we want to see. It's not. I can tell you that. It is not. And doing this doesn't help either. So maybe if I do oh, you can do weird shit. I know that there was or used to have an option to smooth them out like this, but it doesn't work. Brutal, don't apologize, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. You sure about that? Ah, she's sure about that. Damn it. Right in the ads. Good job. With a shirt, damn it! Oh. Stony, I do not know how to do that. But also, my PC is fine-ish for rendering. I'm happy with it most of the time, so it should be okay. But thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, so basically the thing that I need to get is not I need to get is this, and then I need to subdivide these, and I need to smooth them. Can I smooth? Does that make any difference? It does, a bit. Nah, committed jelly. Hi, welcome on in. It's can I do like 2? I can. 2 is better, okay. Oh shit, can I 3? Can I 4? Yes I can, but 4 makes it weird. So let's stay at 2. What happens if I do just 1 cut? That's already better, so I need to do that for everything. I've been doing 3D for a long time. I just wanted to do it on stream for a long time and never had the opportunity. So always pushed it back. But yeah, welcome on in. How are you? How was your day? I think my first time with a 3D software was with Maya, and that was a long ass time ago. Okay, so we have this, which seems okay. I'm debating, I'm not debating anymore. I'm like, I think I need to do all of them at once. That would be much more better. Much better, not much more better, just much better. So we don't have a lot of them, which is good. Which is good. And then we need to do the work at the top, the other thing. So you do that, right click, subdivide, 1 cut, oh shit. Something weird happened, but okay, fine. Also subdivide 1, 2 things to get something smoother. It still feels weird. But I mean, it's so 3D looking. Still feels weird, but it's okay. I can live with that for now. So I'm fine with this. It seems smoother, so I'm okay. Let's do the same thing on these ones, which, right, is a bit annoying, but I wish I could just take the entire thing, but I have a feeling that if I do that, it will take the vertical as well, and I don't want that to happen. So let's trust my instinct, or just, try it out. Yeah, exactly. I was right. Should have trusted my instinct. Fuck, I can't speak. Good, seems okay. But yeah, Commander Jelly, how are you? How was your day? Haven't seen an answer from you to the question. And Kane, no, I won't do 3D stream overlay. No, not gonna happen. Too much work. Can't do that. Too lazy. I know. Could be nice. I know. Too much work. Way too much work. Shit. It's better than. Oh. A lot of clicks. 2 more corners and we good. Also, I just noticed that we are not in full screen anymore because we shut down Blender as savages. Okay, with a smoother 2 seems better. Seems fine to me. Yeah, that's smoother. That's smoother. So this one needs now to have the bevel modifier to get the thing rounded. But as expected, that breaks everything. Damn it. Shit. So sad. I'm so sad. Can I do that though? Does that work, or does that just do the same shit because we did like 2 and so 2 just breaks everything? Potatoes, yes. Oh, fuck me. Why? Why so much hate? Why? Oh, fuck me. Okay. Okay. I need to... Oh, can I do that? No, I can't. Oh. I can't even Control Z to go back here. So... fuck me. Let's see, let's hope. Okay, so it's fucked. That's good to know, at least. Have a good rest of your day, Brutal. And thanks a lot, I appreciate it. I'll do my best. Catch you soon indeed. Take care of the headache. Headache is important to take care of. What if we 60 here? What if, I mean, we don't have optics and we don't have the denoiser available anyways because we are not on the PC. Yeah, please do. Please do. I have a feeling that something doesn't work and I don't know what it is yet. Oh, and for 60 passes, which is a lot, for these types of shapes we shouldn't have as much anyways, but sometimes it can help. I'm also thinking that because the ridge of the letters, the thing that is visible is mainly the top. I could just take the outline and subdivide that section. But vines or veen, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? It's your first message in there. Your name seems familiar, so I guess you followed somewhere this month or last month. So thank you for that, first of all. Wine, as in wine. Interesting. Are you French? I don't think you are. You're Brazilian, not French. Yeah, it's an idea on shit. I have a lot of shit right there. On a logo. So we have this one that I did this morning, which is pretty simple, but playing with glass and the logo itself. And then we have a small one with a rotation of the same logo, but like very subtle, very dark, not very visible. And right now, the thing that we are working on is this, which at that instant I think I came back too fast on the modifiers, and now it's just freaking out. That's much better. So yeah, it is based on this logo. This logo. That's our newest logo thingy, and so we have multiple versions of it, flat and condensed. And so the ideas are to create 3D animations based on the logo and trying to find basically meaning in the animation and the 3D for that thing. But Blender is just breaking me at that instant. I'm guessing it's the subdivision that is just breaking everything because the animation is way faster. It's not even. I know it's the subdivision that is breaking everything, but that's one of the animation. We did another one earlier today as a check, and the idea, right, as the original logo has this green ass thing in the center. We use right now the slinky thing with green to get this the same effect. So I'm not entirely sure if it's good or not. I think it's okay. And I think Stream is the other one that we did earlier, which is similar, but overall it has a different style with more glass and more transparency, which is interesting as well, but not as refined as the slinky one. Yeah, the idea is to try to be as close as possible. In the flat version that I created, right, it is a very simple ID with very basic shapes. We have had this animation as well, which is a bit different, but it's a flat animation, and I wanted to see how it could work. But it's also a cool looking thing. trying to get as much option and as much idea as possible out of my head first. So right now we are just playing with the central thing. I like the twisty ones as well. Like it's a very simple animation, but it works. It works, just my computer is freaking out. It is halfway through a personal project, yes. So the company that I'm working for is working on a new product that we call Workflow, and I feel like the current branding is not as good as in the current logo that we have is this. So it is simple, it works, right? We have our original logo in purple here, and then just the workflow in text, and our second product called crowdsourcing in text. And that works, that's enough, that's good for now, but I still feel like it's not good. Like it could be better, and so for could be better, I'm thinking about rebranding the entire thing and doing that on stream, because it's basically 3D animation and logo creation, which is not something that I'm staffed on during the day, even though I share things about it at work. It's still not something that I have been staffed on. So yeah, that thing is clean. That thing is clean. I think the slinky is good. The stream is fun. The close one is just dead, and the flat is my base for everything. And this one was just the rotation thingy. Still have like so much issue with my pointer, which you don't see, by the way. That's interesting. I can't see my pointer right now on my computer. However, you on stream, you can see it easily. So what's that about? You still have 120 Hz though. Interesting. How is the Camlink Pro able to do 240? I might kill stream. Check something. Oh, well, forget about it. What the? Sorry. That makes no sense. Marianne, welcome on in. How are you? What the? I said I was about to kill stream, and what did I do? Kill stream. Good. All fine. It's better. How are you today, Mariano? But yeah, these things, wines, basically tests. I think I will just keep the slinky how it is right now, and I want to start another one, which I don't know what its name will be, but let's go with other for now, because I have no idea of a name. and that. I'll do that if I can't see my pointer. It won't be the case. So the umbrella brand will still be there as the main company name. This is just the name of the product, and I'm just trying to get as far away as our current product, and that's the goal that we have currently in the positioning that we have in the company with both of the product. We are targeting basically a combination of people that are in the same industry, and in the new positioning we want the workflow product to like split from that industry a bit, not too much but a bit. And so if I'm miles away from the same design language and overall style and branding, then it won't be associated with the same thing. So the goal is to still split them. So that's why the umbrella company being purple and with the gradient with a very corporate look doesn't really match with the new essence of that new kind of product brand type of thing that we are building. Doesn't mean that it will be good, but still could be interesting. That's the idea. This bitch ass thing cannot be put to 144, right? If I do that, you disappear and you lost the image. And then the cam link is currently at 30 FPS, which will probably mean that it has issues. It seems okay for now. I also can see that on your side everything seems extremely bright compared to what I have in front of me, but anyways, that feels better so far overall. Did you, Maddie, hi, welcome on in. You arrive on the ads, but I have something to tell you, Maddie, if you can hear me. No ads for you? Good. I have bought the Anchor dock station thingy, and it didn't solve the issue. So I'm trying to send it back. But at least we know that it's not an hardware problem, but a system problem. I think it's really the fact that the display itself being able to go to 240 and the capture card being able to only go officially to 60, but you can push it to 120. They have like a bit of a disagreement, and so right. Yeah, I think it's the display control while on mirroring, which makes a lot of sense, right? If you're mirroring the thing, you are putting the exact same thing on both displays, in which case you need to have like 60 FPS on the capture card and so 60 FPS on the display itself. But when you put the display on 60 FPS, the capture card goes to 30. If you go to 30 FPS on the capture card, the display goes to 40, which is very annoying. So yeah, I think the other option that I have, being the secondary capture card that I have, which has pass-through, the pass-through give me 120 on the on the display. I know that newer pass-through capture card give me the same option. The thing that I like about the capture card that I have is it can be used in picture-in-picture immediately on Zoom calls and all that. So that's useful. But lately we didn't have a lot of issues with the burn-in thing. So maybe some of the weird-ass changes that I did fixed stuff. Sometimes we have the burn-in, but overall it's good. So I think as a, can you say that? I don't know. It's not a rule of thumbs, but I think it will be fine. And for the amount of time that I will still use that monitor, I think I will be okay. In my thinking, being me wanting to still work on a Mac when I move, I think rather than using the MacBook Pro as my streaming Mac, I might just buy like an iMac, and mirroring the iMac directly from its display to a capture card would be way easier than having to go through the Mac being closed, sending to a display that doesn't have the same resolution and things, and then mirroring that thing to something else. I think the branch, like the linking, the wiring of everything is a bit
Nuts Your 14 is now following.
so that's, yeah, thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome on in. I have the streaming PC, right? The streaming PC is here. It is streaming everything. Why not stream from a PC? Because I'm used to the Mac user interface most of the time, and so the PC is taking care of the streaming. The streamed content is from the Mac. So even though I'm on Blender right now, I should be on the PC. It would be better, but I have a stream diagram somewhere. You know, I think it's in here. Of course I do, right? I just need to find it back because, see, this is the overlay thing that I did a long time ago with defining what I have, what I don't have, what I need, what I don't need. The thing that you did in Miro, same shit. Same shit. No, not here, there. So basically, it's a very disgusting thing, but that's the old version. So I have the Mac right here, and currently the Mac is sending to my monitor, and today, which is different, this camera right here is going through. You know what? Why are you not in the same thing? That needs to go away, and this here, shit. That's the current diagram, right? You have the Mac that is closed, first of all, the MacBook Pro that is closed, that is sending the image to the outside monitor, and then the Mac is going through the Elgato capture card that has 4 ports in it. At the same time, the camera is going to the same capture card, and then the mic is just going through the PC. So the PC is enabling the stream and streaming everything, and the Mac is just captured. The camera is just captured by the same capture card, and so, right, all that all that makes sense. The main issue here is that Mac M1 thing has an issue with the way, specifically with the latest softwares, has an issue with the way that it's like handling the displaying the content on that display and displaying the content on that display, because it's like it thinks that it's a display. If I use this one, the tiny 4K dongle, it's a bit easier, but I don't get the thing that I need to do. And if I used, or specifically when I used this on the Intel Mac, it was without issues. So very interesting, because it was fine. But since I changed, I tried to use this on the new Mac, doesn't change anything, and I tried to use it again on the Intel Mac, and I still had the issue. So very, very annoying. So in the Mac, as we looked at earlier, right, the capture card, the cam link is understood as a display, and right now, as you can probably see, it is extremely choppy, and it should probably move it to 120, even though it doesn't support 120 officially. And right now it just works. That makes absolutely no sense. No sense at all. That's way too bright. But if I do that, that's better. That so weird. Still too bright, but so weird. Yeah, Maddie, that's what I thought as well. But as I said, the anchor thing didn't help. That's also true. That is also true. From time to time, I just unplug the capture card and then plug it back after, and it's better. But yeah, I know that the order makes a difference, which kind of makes sense, right? It is. So that's why the last, I would say, the last thinking from me was just buy a fucking iMac and get your thing through directly. I'm trying to get the contrast ratio to be good, but for you at least. But right now, nothing seems to go through. Like, this is way too bright compared to what I have in front of me. If I get this one, it's way too dark. Yeah, it doesn't even change anything. I think this one is the best option, sadly, for you. Sorry. It's way too bright. At least you have contrast. I am blending, yes. That was I've been trying to blend for the past week and a half, and every time people had questions that were pretty much great, and I couldn't resist, and I needed to answer them. And so we ended up not having, and now we have the flicker again. Oh, fuck off. trying to blend things, specifically with the logo thingy, but I kind of want to have like an effector type of thing, but I don't know, I forgot how to do that at that instant. So I don't have rate, Maddie. That's the thing. I don't have any rate of any kind. The only thing that I do, it depends on who you are. Yeah, I just use it as stream content most of the time, depending on who the person is and how, basically, yeah, and how the streamer is, or the relationship that I have with that streamer, at that instant at least. That's the only thing that I do, which is pretty cool. For anyone who needs these types of potentials, right? By the way, for example, yeah, that could be a thing, Maddie. It could be a thing. It depends on the thing that you want to build it on. I can't play with Atom because I don't have it. That's the first thing. And secondly, I wanted to see how the OBS 28 looked, and it fucked everything, and I lost all of the plugins that I had. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. In fact, I can't fucking add a move transition anymore. That is just annoying. It looked better. Okay, I agree. It looked better, but if I don't have
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
thank you, Stony. If I don't have the base, and I mean how my thing is supposed to work, it's annoying. Specifically, right? If now I move to like a scene collection like the Seikei one, it will fuck it up indefinitely. So I don't want to open it anyways, because if I don't have the plugins, it cannot point to the things that are supposed to work. So it's annoying. I also haven't checked for updates in here, and I am up to date. All good. The thing is, if you are building on 28, you will lose a lot of what I can build, right? My main thing, which we have talked about before, right, are these transitions, the automated things with like the gradient at the bottom, the rotating animated stuff that are constant throughout the stream without needing anything from like a browser source or something else. So if it's just static, it doesn't really. It's not that it's too boring, it's just that I'm not sure that I can do that. Good job. Took you long enough. But I tried to do static things for a long time in the beginning of streams, but it's not that I need to design moving things, it's just that if it's static, like if you think about this stream as static, that's, I mean, even then I have my colored shadow that is animated, and I have my bottom footer thing that just moves. But that's it. It's static. Nothing is happening, and I mean, in my eyes, it is only 20 minutes of work. So I don't know. Yeah, so when you have, for example, I mean, doesn't work here, but when you have a redeem and then this happened to your camera, for example, or you have like the big head thing, I remember that you have the memes going through as well. You have a lot of things that are already built. So, yeah, White Panther, hi, welcome on in. I have a lot of Clo people in the chat right now. But yeah, it is I mean, like if I look at the, let's say you want to use the Figma inspired thing, I haven't White Panther, not yet. I need to catch you on stream to get the content because I haven't had the time yet. Technically speaking, Panther came first, so he takes second. But yeah, if for some reason you wanted to get with or go with the Figma inspired one, which is very static overall, right? It's a very simple thing. It could work, but as you can see, like it's very simple, and I mean, shamelessly, right? Shamelessly, it's difficult for me to pronounce that. If you go to Pod Streams and you take a look at past broadcast things, the overlay itself is very specific. She moved things around and changed things and all that, but overall you can probably see the similarities between what I built for her, what I have. So that's one thing. If you go on a cat stream, right, the new thing is also inspired. If you go on CK stream, it's a bit different. I mean, we did a good thing on CK stream, to be honest. Oh, and that's me. I appreciate that. Bitch ass CK streaming when I'm sleeping. But yeah, the thing that we did for CK, right, is right now pretty much overexposed, but still simple. And I don't know if we have a section where we should. Right about here. The fuck? Well, somewhere we should have here, right? Different overlay that took me way too long, where the camera is just bigger and the screen is on the top right. Simple things as well. Sake did most of the design for this, but yeah, his camera quality is pretty good. His cat is also pretty good at that instant. Anyways, these things, right? These things make sense to me, and they are very easy. And that transition is what makes my overlays good. I wouldn't bother with no transition. So, right? And so when it comes to designing a layout, if, as you said, right, if you're just looking for a layout, this is basically one of the layouts that I can give you as a static starter. If you need the chat available, then everything in red is your camera, everything in blue is a capture, and everything in purple is chat or metrics. So, right, that's a thing. It can work. If you wanted to go with something a bit more square-ish, could go with something like this, where right now everything that is green is chat, red is still camera, and it changes places. I have a 2:1 aspect ratio on these stream overlays, but they still work. They are still good, and right, these things are just way simple. It really depends on the outcome goal. I could say that, as in, right, in this scene right now, if I go into light mode, right, I have the outline, tiny outline over the entire screen, which is visible on that view. I used to be in full screen on the just chatting thing, and then for this month's overlay I said, you know what, I will go boxed again, because I kind of like the feel of it. But I went boxed, but also I shrinked again the stream to a 1920 by 1080, which I think is okay compared to my usual 2:1. But that's one of the things that I like. You can also go full screen, and it's good. The fact that you have multiple theme, all that, right, are basically animation, but the layout is, thank you, the layout is always the same, right? You always have just like your camera, and then when you move to another theme, you have your camera somewhere, usually top left or top right corner. Then you do the content in the center-ish of the screen. All that. Sometimes it works. Depends. Are you on mobile? If you're on mobile, then it doesn't work. But also, White Panther, I reduced the amount of ads per ad segment. Anyways, so that's a bit better. But also, yes. Give me money. So yeah, what I'm saying, right? Layout is always the same. The OBS thing that I have, everything on the clean slate things. If you go on 7, I think it's on 7, we have very specific layouts, right? But overall, the layout is very, very similar to anything else. It is a singular scene for starting soon.
Stony_Eagle gifted White P4NTH3RA subscription. Stony_Eagle gifted a tier 1 sub to White P4NTH3R. They have given 22 gift subs in the channel.
Well, White P4 and TH3 are welcome to the sub party. You now have access to the shiny emotes and the eyes that you can use on every stream that you watch if you want to. Best emotes on Twitch. Not all of them. Nish it. What do you mean, whoa? Did I wake you? Did that wake you up? So yeah, Maddie, the thing is the same thing, right? You get the basic starting soon chatting BRB scene, and then you get basically a left and a right version of your stream. And so right here we have differentiation with the soon ending in BRB, which means that the camera is blurred. And then on here, the thing that we did specifically for that streamer was to get the camera that is the top-down camera, or the camera that will, the capture that will be used, so either the game or the top-down camera, because they built keyboard, as their background, so that it's animated by default, but it's blurred. So when they are here, I think I have, I think the prototype is working in here. I forgot, but if you dezoom.
Stony_Eagle gifted Matty_2 shoes a subscription. Stony_Eagle gifted a tier 1 sub to Matty_2 shoes. They have given 23 gift subs in the channel.
Tony, thank you.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Yeah, thanks a lot for the 23 gifted subs in the channel. I appreciate that. Everyone get subs today. All good. All good. Right? This thing was or is the idea, right? You get your background with the desktop, and then here you move back and it's just unblurred and you can do your things. So this is oh, I thought you said shenanigans as in the dev and prod thing. I have helped someone with a green screen, but I hate it. I hate green screen cameras. It's it breaks all of my thinking in the way that it's for me to build something around it. It is like, yeah, it was for beige, and it was very difficult for me to just wrap my head around how to do that. I think I have it somewhere right here. So we did something to make sure that it was okay, but right now it just doesn't render because, right, things, as you can see, right, similar thing. I push everyone to use the sideways chat. Panther is using the sideways chat. I think Beige is using the sideways chat now. Cat is using sideways. I tried to get Pop-Up to sideways, but she hasn't. Snake hasn't updated his browser source anyway, so not happening. So sideways is just taking way less space on your stream, and you still have the chat, which I think is the best option. And so here Beige has like a lot of green screen thing. Right here, for example, on this scene, he has background things. Grassham, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and enjoy the bike rides, I guess. On Tuesdays, usually bike rides. But yeah, thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. And then blue is captured as always. So right, and then we explored in a way the ability to, because he is green screened, the ability to just add a background and then make him in like a boxed element, but the boxed element doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't help. It does help, but it takes more of the screen section. And so when you look at Panther overlay, first of all, she is at the bottom as always, and I feel like it's better. When you look at base stuff on the regular, he has the green screen, and it looked weird to me to have him floating at the top. So that's why I wanted to place him differently in a different location. But yeah, it's difficult. Do you want, Maddie? Do you want to go to green screen? Because, thank you. I need fries. To be honest, I think yes, probably. Why maybe? Have you? I was about to say, have you seen my previous overlays? I think this one was okay. Stony, why? Why did you do that? So sad. This is very sad. A very French accent appeared, and we are now speaking very much French. So speaking of it, right? Speaking of it, this and now we have some issues. This is some of the previous overlay that we have, right? So as I said, red is camera, sorry. So it was full screen camera here, and then when we moved to the working scene, we had the camera on the side, and so the as I said earlier, right, the benefits of going to a 2:1 aspect ratio for the stream makes your ability to have more how can I say this, width for your display capture, and a bit more width for your camera, which is pretty good, I think. Of course, I am biased because I built this thing, but right. It is. I think it's interesting to go to 2:1 rather than staying with a 16:9. It's a better option overall, right? Makes more sense. Makes way more sense to me. But that was the June one. I don't. I don't know if I know that. Let me check. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen this. This has been like pretty. Really used on a specific side of Twitter with artists that do illustration, and I mean, I do understand how it works, but it's very, very powerful, and I really like that. So, like, if you need to highlight something in your art or in your creation, you can easily do that. Specifically with faces, it's just so good. With landscape is a bit more complicated, but for like faces, just so good. So yeah, this is good. This is good. I haven't used it yet though. You know, they have an app, something, and I can use it in Figma. Damn it! Sorry. Of course, they can use it in Figma now. Maddie said BRB. let me just find thing. Yeah, I've seen it before, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's okay. I still have no use cases for AI building things. Like, it makes no sense to me to try to have AI illustration. Like, it's useless to me. But right, the one that you sent me, being, if I remember correctly, is the one that you give scribble and then it builds something on top of it, and it make things cleaner and all that. But I don't know. One pixel white border around what? That is way too overexposed. This. You know what? Just do that. Right, this is overexposed. I really need to find the right color profile for that fucking cabining thingy, and if I do this is better exposed, but still it's still overexposed. Why though? Do I have like a... 1 second. I'm scared. No. Okay. How do you go in beta software, Penta. That's how you get that list view for the settings, or are you talking about the color profile thingy, or just the settings themselves? That's too bright. Oh, I do beta software on everything. I need to get burned. That's the reality of things. I need to make sure that things will work regardless. So yeah, I go beta software all the time. Why the fuck? I have lost countless stuff, and so that's why everything that I have is currently like even heavier file. I just saved on Drive, and so now if the computer just decide to not boot anymore, I can just clean install it again. I always have a safety drive on the side that is just a copy of the boot drive, just in case. I do that every month mostly, and yeah, I do just a backup. It's the same thing for the PC, it's the same thing for the Mac. PC is just an other M.2 NVMe, which with the exact copy of the system, and the, how can I say, the Mac is the same thing. So it's using carbon copy cloner to copy the disk, the boot drive to another SSD, and I can just boot from that. Very cool. Very cool. What the fuck was I about to do? That. Sorry. I feel like the capture has a filter on it for some reason. I don't know why. Right. That is basically where you should be, which is like -8 in the brightness, and that makes no sense. And that's how it is. something makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand how the color profile can just fuck things up so bad and make things so bright. I will check Discord. I just need to find a fucking thing that has enough contrast that doesn't change both of my monitors at the same time, please. Like, can you? What the fuck? Better, but still. It makes no sense. Welcome back, Maddie. And this one is officially better in terms of ratio, but you can't see shit. Absolutely makes no sense. Even the profile for that fucking capture card doesn't. I will kill people. I will definitely kill people. Right. If I go at like -12, -10 in contrast, this makes no sense. Right? I don't know. Anyways, let's keep that for now. Let's say it's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah, by the way, Panther, I did a thing, not exactly because of you. We did that before that I was active in your stream, but similar privacy effects. Also, I just figured that I have OBS, Figma, Blender, Chrome, everything is open. Fucking thing. I mean, it's a blur, so it's still not exactly. What does that entail, Panther? What is the do I need the logo now? I need to put the logo on my stream? Is that the thing? Is that what happens? I appreciate it. How do you do that? Shit, sorry. It doesn't work. They say you need to... Sorry. Because maybe you can help me. They say you need to, like, accept the invitation in your settings, but there is no invitation unless it's in here. Oh, fuck me, that was. That was weird. Was at the bottom. So what did you say? You don't need to announce your stream in the advertised channel anymore. Okay, good. Do I need to advertise the Discord specifically as a secondary Discord, or can I keep my primary Discord? I mean, just part of the team. Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I can go there as well. Live now. Amazing. His backstage thing. That, I'm sorry, but that, let me start. Let me start my first day, right? Saying that this fucking thing is not sent. I see. Well, it will take a bit, I guess. Access denied. Access denied. I appreciate it. I will keep that in the... Yo. Please. Check back later. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But yeah, we have a new... what is that thing? The stats and the revenue, what does that entail? Like, does that go through everyone from the team? I have absolutely no clue what the team are, to be honest. So I know that this is checked, but also, oh, you mean the thing that everyone sees, because I mean, I'm opening this once every stream mostly. I don't give a shit. Mostly, what's important to me is this, the ads. But also, sorry, we have streamed 69 hours. In the past 30 days. So, yeah, nice. It's not really against terms of services, I think, to share when you are affiliate. If you are a partner, I think it is against it, but sharing as an affiliate, and even then, do I give a shit? Not really, right? I get a role on Discord. Neat. I appreciate it. No more spamming the Discord. I mean, even if reported, right? What do you get? A 7-day ban? A 3-day ban? It's just giving me vacation. It's fine. I don't know. 3 holidays. And then after a ban, right? When you come back, you always have more people. So, I wouldn't say it's better, but I've been, as we said, right? I've been streaming for a bit. If we do the thing that we don't usually do, but you're here. That's your first stream. I've been there. So it's been a bit more time. So of course, I'm expecting my revenues and my views to be better. However, if I plug like Panther in here, I will look the same. I will look the same. Right? Oh, similar timeline, Maddie. A bit after, like December, but overall similar growth also. I always have the difficult time to write your name, which is lit. Speak. What do you mean? E4 NTH 3R. Oh, not so different in terms of starting point. I mean, you started at the beginning of the year and I started at the end of the year. That's the main difference. I will lose sound for a second. But also, you know what? Let's not plug the headphones right now. I know it's difficult. Stoney, what's the difference in ads versus sub viewers when they catch you every stream?
When you oh my god, I sound so bad. You know when you like, but like, you know, like when you like,
I think DD, hi, welcome on in. I think I mean, as you have seen multiple times, right? In that specific 30 days period, I got like $13 worth of ads, and so you as a viewer here on stream subbed, you give me $2.50. So as soon as I have 5 sub and 5 people that subs, which they come in or don't, the amount of revenue is similar. So that's the thing. Today's the day that we have finally worked on Blender after a week and a half of trying. That's what happened. That's why today is the day, or was the day. We did a lot of things, by the way. I can share that again, but we have created like this tiny animation, not today, but like yesterday, basically, which is simple and easy and cool. Then this morning I did this one, which is pretty clean, if I do say so myself, which I like a lot. And then earlier today we did, you have no idea what just happened. This is my display at that instant. That is pretty clean. It's not even like a blue screen of this. pink purple screen of this. I don't know, can you see things? Look at that bitch ass thing on the side. Right, that's, I mean, I know it's no signal. It's just gonna restart everything. I will kill people, right? We will kill people. Oh shit. Oh. That whole thing, that whole computer, maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's just a sign telling me, you know what, it's time to go eat something and stream. I don't know. I don't know. What's new? Not me being surprised at how sketchy things are, but yeah, no, these things are good overall. Overall good. Do we have the right? Yes, we have. Okay, good. I'm fine. And now my contrast display thing, absolutely not good. What the fuck were we doing? These, yes. We did this, which is fun. In terms of animation, we had like a slinky thing with the logo itself, so that was fun. You know, I know, but Panther, that's better for you, right? That's the thing. So that's good. Slinky animation thingy, which I like, and then the other one was this one, which is very simple as well, but just a rotation of the torus thing, and the idea here is to get something that is glass and green related. So that is pretty cool. Estonia, it wasn't meant on the screen, it was meant on the PC, on the Mac itself, so I'm fine with it. Anyways, let's hear that. Oh yeah, well, I could send the pic with it at some point. And share everything. But yeah, you see this, right? Woman streaming? No, good content streaming, and that's what happened. I wish I could. I don't know. Like another streamer that we have, ADHD designer, which is doing like a lot of co-working streams as well. Same thing. She has like one of the most growth that I've seen in the amount of time that she have been streaming, and pretty neat. But yeah. Did you? Why keyboard? Why? Well, at least midpoint, and kinda. I mean, I was about to say you reached the 100 followers, but yeah. But also you started in September 2021, basically, so, right. Smile, I think I don't know, I haven't had the opportunity to catch one of your streams yet. You just started. You just started. So that makes sense, right? Can't. Adam.dev. The fuck? How? How? What happened? How? I mean, I guess. Damn. Sorry. That's... I mean, that is a very steep... yeah. I mean, from July 2022 to September 2022, getting almost 2K followers, that is... When you look at it, that's not an ego boost. That's the opposite. No. I don't know if it's because Tech plus Man, because you basically did the same thing as because Tech plus Woman, in a way. I mean, I don't know. I've seen growth technique thing told, as in you should stream on Twitch and on TikTok at the same time, and some people have tried it with disabled comments on TikTok, and so people need to go to Twitch to comment and interact with you. And from what I've heard, right, I don't know shit, some people went from an average of like 6 viewers to an average of 600 in a week and a half by doing that. So I don't know, interesting overall, but yeah. I comment on your TikToks, but I don't read the comments on your TikToks, to be honest. They're usually because I'm the first commenting. But yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of subs. TD, that's a lot of subs. Counting like a third of it is probably like a tier 2. Maybe not a third, maybe a fifth. But yeah, still. That's also true. ADHD Designer did have exponential growth because she had like a lot of followers on Twitter as well. So thank you. Shirley is one of my favorite. It's not the favorite, but it's one of my favorite. I like this one. We have design tags, Ismail. If you haven't done that in the tags, now that you have the ability to define your tags, then you can do like design Figma, UI, UX, OBS, the shit that I'm doing, potato design. Hell, yes, that's my thing. It makes sense to me, but I don't know. the most. I mean, yeah. There's still things that I don't know if I can or would or want to be at these levels. Mainly because, I mean, I still feel like a community like the one that I have here is big at my level and still good to be able to have a conversation with the chat, because if you go on XQC, like the chat is just, I mean, given my computer cannot compute the amount of messages that happens, and so at this level, right, the chat doesn't exist. It's not even a conversation. I would say maybe Hassan sometimes have things in chat that make sense and that are part of the conversation, but the ability to read this is almost impossible. And as you can see, how they decide to read things, like the chat is posed, and every time that there is like a highlighted message, then maybe they look at it. But even then, right, that's a lot of content to read. I don't know, it feels weird. It feels very weird. I like to have like less than, I mean, for now, less than 100 viewers at a time. I think is a good thing. Or I've been in some people chat that had like 600, 800 viewers at a time, but the chat was good in a way at that time, where the conversation was a conversation, even though sometimes it was going fast. It's still like, it wasn't even in slow mode. It was just fine. I think, I mean, if she's live, I don't think she is right now, but if she is, no, she's not. But Lulu is the chat is pretty good. I don't know if she has Pal Broadcast. Right, the speed at which the chat, which is live on her stream, is going without being in slow mode. And I don't know how much viewers she had at that time, but we are in the first 30 minutes and it's going fine, and that's a chill chat, and that's okay. But yeah, I don't know, it's like she's trying to have like a discussion with the chat, which I think always is a good thing. Anyways, derails. And also in the big streamers chat, the thing that I'm seeing most of the time is someone say something and then the next 50 are just saying the same thing, and then someone else say something that someone find fun, so they just copy paste the message and paste it, and then someone else does the same. And so basically you have chunks of emotes, then chunk of the same message, then chunk of emotes, then chunk of the same message. So I don't know, different things. Yeah, stuff. Anyways, Penta, are you streaming tomorrow? I don't know your schedule yet. Yeah, man explosion. Take these. You don't feel well? Well, sorry. I'm sorry that I'm not making you feeling too well. If that's the plan, I will try to get in chat and this, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Stream has been going good. Yes. Yes. Am I wrong? Did I do the wrong thing? Yes, I did. I clicked on the wrong button. By the way, this filter on Snapcam is one of the best 3D things that I've found because of the rejection and thing, you can bump thing. It is good. It's not the most cursed eggplant thing that we have on Snapcam, as in, it's not this one. This one is the most cursed eggplant ever. Like it is. I mean, not great. So this one is better. Right? We like this one. This one is okay. Yeah, the depth is pretty cool, and as always, right, the most bonkers one is this one, because it creates the background for you behind your potential hairs, which I feel like is absolutely amazing in terms of how they create it. And as I showcased multiple times, if I get the headphones in, they add ears and they create ears on both sides, even though I have the fucking headphones in. So it is much impressive for a thing like this. I mean, to me at least.
Shark Dark 92 Zoo is now following.
Shark Dark, thanks a lot for the follow. I appreciate it. And yeah, shit, again. I wanted to do something, couldn't. It's fine though. Sorry for the ads, but now Maddie, Panther don't have ads, so that's good. I think we have Cat, some dildo one somewhere, but also I don't know. It's just so weird. The best I can't look them up, right? Because stream. This one is also one of my favorite, just because it's just good. Just good. I like it. And the when they add new ones like this is so cool. But they get rid of a lot of things. That's what I don't like about the Snapcam. Just change what they have in the on the homepage, and so you lose a lot of cool effect like this. Oh fuck the teeth. I have white teeth, very American of me. I don't know. It's just right. I'm not placed properly. Yeah. Right, like these ones. Difficult to find back. They always feel fun, and they're always okay, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let me just check this. Yeah. Shit. Well, fine. Sorry. I'm still a potato. Let's find someone to rate. Which I have an ID. We haven't rated in a while, so let's rate this person, and then I will go buy a burger. If it's not closed, it's like already 57. So, right, things needs to happen. So Submenting devs they are, I don't know, dev as expected, and I don't know exactly the topic of today. It looks like framework for accessibility and something like this. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, as always, this is the end of the stream, right? So if you have liked the stream, please click the follow button. That will be appreciated. If you want to join the Discord, do that. If you don't want to join the Discord, don't do that. Yeah, that's fine. If you are a sub already, please copy the raid message for subs. If you're not, that's the raid message for non-sub. You don't need to sub. I don't need the subs. I don't want sub. I mean, I'm okay with it, but right, yeah, you don't want to press the follow button either. Anyways, if you want to support me without giving money to Amazon, you can go to Gumroad. If you're into NFT, you can go into Foundation and spend all of your money in NFTs if you want to. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be back on Thursday, and yeah, take care, enjoy, bye.